I remember like it was yesterday when the original Galaxy Fold launched. In a sea of similar glass and metal sandwiches, out came a phone with ambitions so high and a price tag that made the iPhone look like a budget phone. It positions itself above other phones as it could do more than a normal phone. Fast forward 6 years and now we're at Generation 6, with better cameras, stylus support, brighter displays, and more software to take advantage of this new form factor. There were ups and downs with the launch of these phones, and today I want to reflect on my experience using Generation 5 for more than a year. Samsung went to great lengths with Galaxy Z Fold 5 to refine the build quality compared to its predecessor. This was the year they made a gapless hinge, slimmed down the device, and made it lighter. A year later, the hinge is as stiff as day one, and there are no flexes to the body, and it's been as solid as before. A common misconception about foldables is that the hinges break, and I'm happy to report that this was not the case here. Being a foldable phone, the Galaxy Fold comes with two displays that serve very different use cases. The cover display is a narrow, bright, smooth display that can serve as a normal candy bar phone, and everything you can do on the main display, you can do so here. It does not have the 3-app multitasking functionality of the main display, and it does not have the S Pen support either. When you unfold the device, you find the main display, and it's a great one. It's a bright, smooth, and massive display that's good for drawing, editing, and doing multiple streams of work at once. With the new S Pen they introduced, it allows for a slimmer, more precise control as well. With the foldable devices, this discussion always circles back to the crease in the room. And I'm always happy to say the same thing. It's there if you look for it, but it's not intrusive or immersion breaking, unlike a hole punch or a notch. Flip the phone around and you have a versatile, albeit limited camera setup with multiple focal lengths. Up top, there is a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera, a 50 megapixel primary camera underneath that, and a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto camera capable of 30x zoom underneath those. If that sounds familiar, it's because it is the same camera system from the standard Galaxy S phones. That is to say, they're great cameras but not class leading. The ultra-wide camera is plenty wide, but it cannot record in 4K 60. The main camera is sharp enough, but it is not the best that Samsung has to offer. And the telephoto camera zooms pretty far, but it is not far enough. For reference, Galaxy S24 Ultra has 4 times the megapixel count and 70 times more zoom for $500 less. When it comes to smartphone discussions, the most subjective part of it is always the battery life that people can report. Some people turn off various features while others leave them on, resulting in varying battery life reportings. In my use case, I use it for lecture notes, web browsing, consuming media, and planning various events on the main display at high brightness with always on display turned on and notifications coming on constantly. I managed to get 5.5 to 6 hours of screen on time, and this is not class leading, but it is far from the worst. Other foldable phones have larger batteries, and Galaxy S24 Ultra has 600 mAh more for less money. Samsung's One UI 6.1.1 skin on top of Android 14 has proven itself to be a very smooth, feature-packed software. From the Galaxy ecosystem integration to multitasking features, it has a lot of tricks to give the most user control possible. Samsung's prior software iterations used to be laggy, and as they got more advanced, older hardware used to slow down. I'm happy to report that with One UI 6.1.1, that is not the case here. Moreover, Galaxy Z Fold 5 has gotten all of the Galaxy AI features of Galaxy S24 Ultra, and has recently gotten all of the new features from Galaxy Z Fold 6 in the new August patch update. For eagle-eyed viewers, you notice that some of my shots of the Galaxy Z Fold 5 were with the display off. Let's talk about it. I traveled to Germany for a tech event last week where we had a rain event for a couple of days. Even when wiping down the device from the rain and keeping it hidden, water got into my selfie camera and eventually killed the phone altogether. It does not hold a charge, the screen flickers, and the phone constantly boot loops. Folks, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 is an IPX8 water-resistant device. It has been ever since Galaxy Z Fold 3 came out. It's been claimed that it can withstand rain and water for up to 30 minutes. But my phone died after 30 seconds. It's 2024, phones of all price brackets should have water resistance and durability against water, especially for something as common as rain, and most devices do, but not this one. You should not have to worry about your $2,000 phone spazzing out and get allergic to 4 drops of water. You have more important things to worry about in life. I've enjoyed every second that this phone had to offer with the display on, and it gave a smartphone experience unlike no other. However, with deal breakers as massive as rain protection, I'm cautious and wary against using future iterations of this device.